Oh, it's shade time.
Another one.
It is another one.
Another one.
Yep. You said we were going national if we did that again. So
we're going national.
welcome, folks.
To those of you tuning in all over the country and all over the world, welcome to the most successful Mid-American Conference betting podcast in the world.
The Mid-American Conference, as we call it, the MAC, a national treasure. America has not needed midweek football more, and the MAC delivers, and we deliver parlays. We have never lost a pick on this show on the MAC.
You know, Andre, we oftentimes, I especially on this podcast, say there's no such thing as a safe parlay.
You do.
I was wrong. Buffalo minus 9.5. They cover that by 30.5 points. Akron plus 27.5. They cover that by 13.5 points.
Ooh.
Kent State minus 20.5. They cover that by 18.5 points.
I should mention veteran move by you while we were watching those games. I'm telling you about how well our dog is doing, and you said Kent State, not so much.
Mm-hmm.
That is all Kent State needed.
Yep.
Was the RK reverse jinx, and we were rolling.
And they were rolling in a golden flash.
So true. Kent State loved that offense. I mean, we needed backup quarterbacks to play at a high level for these bets to hit and those spreads to clear that much. And never in doubt. Easy.
Speaking of quarterback and offense, Buffalo's quarterback is awesome. He has a beautiful deep ball.
They are very good.
So anyways, we are not giving out a MAC parlay tonight.
No, we used ours yesterday.
Yeah, we have 20%. 20%.
Yeah.
It was on yesterday or today. We used it. So we'll wait until next week for another MAC parlay.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a MAC pick, one pick, but we'll save it for later.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get to that, it is, of course, Trends Day here on the show. This is where we dive into the trends in the NFL and see if we can mine some inefficiencies.
That's
we, haven't talked about this a lot, but Trends Day and Guess the Lines has resulted in quite a few wins.
We needed it. We needed to kind of step back, really think through our craft, dial in, and these two episodes really help us do that. Yesterday, our most profitable trends style week yet. 8-4, 8-5, the two metrics. 5-1 as we unveiled, and this we discovered on Trends Day, a new way to fade the public. It's not so much fading the public, it's more a follow the money. We don't care so much to fade the public. We want to know, where is there a significantly larger amount of money being placed on this pick than there is percentage of bets. That's how we can fade the public without having to hunt dogs or completely go against the public. And those picks were 4-1 last week.
There you
Not
go.
bad.
It's simple. Follow the money.
Follow the money. It makes a lot of sense.
The money will set you free.
Yeah, that's true. So we have, last week we did a threshold of 20% difference between bet percentage, money percentage. I'm widening it so we can talk about a few more. We have 4 such games that clear the 20% threshold. We have 8 if we include a 15% threshold or more. So we're going to go into those, and after guessing the lines, I've also got my updated numbers. We're going to dig into this and find some winners.
Let's track how the 20%ers do and how the 15%ers do and see if we should stay with anything over 14%, or do we need to keep the threshold up there at 20?
I love that. First game we have as far as our follow the money picks are going to be Washington football team +4 at Detroit. Detroit likely no Stafford.
Definitely no Stafford, I think.
Yes, actually that seems, yes, you're right.
And where's the money telling us to go?
The money's telling us to take Washington. That's why I put the +4 there.
The
metrics would
20%,
also suggest that 45.
Boy. Okay.
Like getting pounded.
Listen, follow the money. It'll set you free.
Follow the money. The metrics also say Detroit at most should be a 3-point favorite, if not just a 1.5-point favorite. That, of course, the metric can't account for not starting quarterback not being there. So already with Stafford, that would be a bit of an ambitious line.
Wow. Chase Daniel, though, kind of nice.
I think he sucks. He maybe 20% of him looks like you. I mean, you are significantly younger.
You want to know what's funny is I actually have gotten Matt Stafford a few times.
Really?
Maybe I'm like maybe I'm a hybrid of the two.
Wow, I can't wait for David Blau to play Week 15 and you to start getting that kind of comp. So I can tell you're lukewarm at best on this pick.
Hey, I'm just following the money.
Okay. Next pick, this one I really like.
For what it's worth, we have discovered that people have been thinking about this wrong their whole lives. It's not about fading the public. It's about following the money.
It's about following the money. That's exactly right. And I love how 90% of the money is on the Miami Dolphins at home hosting the LA Chargers. They are only 2.5-point favorites. That's only 56% of the bets are on the Dolphins, 90% of the money.
That is big.
Significant.
That is big. The sharps are telling you, get all over the Dolphins.
Yeah.
And I told you yesterday, like if this line was 5.5, which is what I think it is, I'd probably be taking Chargers money line.
Right.
Just because you're waiting for it to click for them.
Right.
But at 2.5, I like the Dolphins. It's going to be a close game. The Dolphins are going to win on a game-winning field goal.
You think, huh?
Yeah.
You think it's that close?
I mean, that's what I see as the most likely scenario. Yes, Allie?
There's someone in the comments asking, have they talked about the MAC games tonight? And someone said, not yet. And then Ms. HH said the games are in 30 minutes. They play it.
The games are in 30 minutes. Like we said, though, we're not giving out a MAC parlay tonight. We are just giving out a MAC lock of the night. So, the game that we're betting on doesn't start till 6. You've got time.
There you go.
Anyways.
You
hit a couple MAC parlays, you go national.
They'll be asking for
the
it.
people want their MAC picks.
I've had a rough week, and the MACs really saved me, but I haven't had midday soccer to gamble on. It's made me sad. It's made me harder for me to focus on my work. And in that sadness, I've been watching a lot of scouting videos on the NBA. But like this company, the head of analytics isn't getting some of his work done because he's sad, because the kind of soccer he can gamble on midday is not the kind of soccer he likes to gamble on midday.
Huh.
We're living in This Is like Sports Center commercial.
Andre is now trying to convince us that betting on Premier League soccer helps him do his work.
Well, it gives me a certain level of, joy and...
Oh, okay.
HH said anything helps.
Anything helps. Yeah, the MAC.
The MAC is great. Next pick. Don't you love the Dolphins, though? Now, and this is why you have just such a good feel. You're not bullish on anything. I'm all in on Ryan this week.
I'm dialed.
Interestingly enough, YPP, more macro level, they say Dolphins favored by too much. Macro level. Okay. They say, no, Dolphins favored by too much. Because per YPP, Chargers are doing well. Estimated win, loves the Dolphins, say Dolphins should be 10-point favorites.
YPP cannot calculate for the fact that the Chargers are massive chokers.
That's exactly right. Next we have Bengals at Steelers. The money really likes the Bengals +7, and this is one where we have a bit of a disagreement from the numbers, because the numbers like the Steelers. Now the problem is Ben probably not going to play in this one,
which is why I say get on Cincy money line ASAP.
I'm kind of shocked, and I mean I checked this earlier today, so I shouldn't be shocked. I'm surprised this line hasn't been taken down.
Me too.
Because you've seen Mason Rudolph play football.
Yeah.
You've seen Mason Rudolph play football? He's terrible, guys.
Yeah.
He's awful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the Bengals.
He also
Love
might
the
be
Bengals.
like a bad person.
He genuinely could be a terrible person.
But so could Ben, I
As
guess.
well.
So it runs in the family
That's
over
true.
there.
Burrow, on the other hand, seems like such a nice guy. He can barely smoke a victory cigar and enjoy it.
No.
That's how pure of a
Everything
child
you
he
just
is.
said was wrong, but that's okay because he's an asshole, but in like a quarterback kind of way.
Right. Well, we like him because his dream school was Nebraska. He didn't go to Nebraska. They will forever live to regret that. So he's basically a champion of
Yeah, I don't like that about him.
No, definitely not.
But I like that about Nebraska, that they were too dumb to recruit.
Yeah. That he haunts them in their dreams. I love that.
Yeah, that's nice.
And I love the Bengals. I love all these lines. You're so dialed in. You're like, oh, yeah.
Remember when I said we need to create the smart man's parlay? This is, you feel like an underdog is going to win, but you just take the points.
Mm-hmm.
This goes in the smart man's parlay.
Oh, because you're so bullish, you say sprinkle
Yeah.
Bengals money line.
Like I like Bengals money line, but just
I mean,
you just take the 7. You know?
225.
Oh, I know, I love it.
Wow. It's like we're doing a gift, an unboxing live on this show. You know, I have the data, but not until I run it by you does it all start to click. And
I
come
like
together.
this.
It is like an unboxing. It could be a
unpacking.
gender reveal. You know, this is our baby we have every week. And like, it's a boy, guys. We're going to win a lot of games. Or a girl. Love my little girl. Nothing better than having
girl
a
dad
little
over
girl.
here.
Yes, exactly. Next game that the follow the money tells us to follow is Ravens minus. Did I have it? -7. Yeah, Ravens -7 at New England.
The money's got to be all over the Ravens.
Yeah, no, the money, again, 93% of the money compared to 73% of the bets.
Lamar struggling. Not the same Lamar we saw last year. He says that teams are calling out their plays from the line at the line of scrimmage, which
Wow.
that sucks.
That's not great.
That happens more than you think, though. Haven't
Not great.
you ever seen that video of gosh, who is it? Cam Newton's at the line. Someone, they're both like mic'd up, and the linebacker on the other team is like, "Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen." Cam looks at him and goes, "I see you've been watching film. Watch this." And then they do run like a counter off of what he thought was coming, and they score an easy touchdown, which I just love. So my advice to Lamar is something that Peyton Manning used to always do all the time. He would watch his own film like he was the defense. Mm-hmm. Oh, I can learn something off of this. So next time he calls this, we know it means that.
Right.
Peyton would do that. Let's say, Tennessee means they're going to run a tunnel screen to DT one week. The next week, that's a fake tunnel to DT. Eric Decker's running so Lamar, you can capitalize on that. If teams think they know exactly what you're running, change it up.
Right.
Run counters off of what you think they think you're running.
Yep. I mean, that offense is stagnant. They need to figure something out. Thing is, they're facing New England, who's in full-on tank mode. Cam Newton and the talent on this offense won't be able to do anything against that defense. Also, Lamar did just beat the Colts, much better defense, pretty handedly. So, yeah, I think this seems like another safe bet.
Yeah, this is like a MAC level lock.
Another one where YPP, EW disagree. EW says this should be 8 points. YPP says just 2 points. YPP doesn't take into account what's been going on with the Patriots lately.
Yep.
Also, win
How
total.
can the Patriots have you acquiring any sort of YPP points?
On a yard per play basis, anything can happen.
They don't create big plays.
The win totals say this should be exactly 7.
Okay. I say Ravens by 2 scores.
That was our final 20% threshold. We love them all. Those all seem nice and safe. We can extend this to 4 more picks, though, which are Packers minus 13.5, hosting the Jaguars. You said you were done with double-digit spreads.
Yep, I am done with double-digit spreads. Just categorically. In the NFL, no more double-digit favorites for me.
YPP, of course, loves the Jaguars. I kind of like the Jaguars, too.
Luton.
Having more of a betting perspective on things, I am quick to abandon past takes. You know, I do not care to double down on my takes. I care to win.
Yeah, I mean, did you see that spin move he threw on the goal line? That was sick.
It's not bad. And the Packers kind of scare me. They're not good enough to cover these big spreads.
I mean, they just blew out a team.
Yeah,
which actually makes me feel like they're going to do it less.
Right.
Blowouts in the NFL are rare.
Yeah.
They're tough to come by.
They're not in the MAC. They're very common in the MAC conference.
3 for
NFL,
3.
not so much.
Except for the one underdog we took was not a blowout when everyone thought it was going to be.
So glorious. It was so glorious. There were so many possessions that who did Akron cover the spread on? Do you remember now? Damn it. Eastern Michigan? No, Eastern Michigan.
It's right here for me.
But anyways,
it was Ohio.
Ohio had so many possessions right around the red zone. They couldn't do anything. They had a couple missed chippy field goals. It was glorious.
Another thing that I love about the MAC, so many fourth down attempts. Like, because in the MAC, I just feel like they don't have good kickers. If it's between like the 50 and the 30, they're going for it on fourth down. It's glorious.
I feel like they know. Like, I feel like the MAC's in on the shtick.
Maybe. But everyone
who isn't in on the shtick is the commentators, and I hate them all.
Oh. So last night, for example, I was just playing Madden on one TV and watching the MAC on the other.
It's a good way to go. It's a good way to go. No, I had volume on in at least one of the 3 games. And, you know, these commentators, they're like, oh, no one's watching anymore. It's a blowout. And I'm like, dude, I'm sweating this out.
Listen, buddy.
Right. Like, I've got a 3-game parlay riding on this. And a legion of listeners relying on me to pull through on this.
Worldwide listeners.
Stop making horrible jokes.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Have some respect for hardworking Americans.
I mean, literally everyone who's watching this either went to Buffalo or is betting on this game.
Right. It's a hard knock life. We don't want to hear your terrible jokes.
Are you a type of person who, when a bet is like such a blowout like last night, Buffalo, you still just need to watch until the final whistle just to like feel it? Like there's just something about the final whistle of the last leg of a parlay. It's like you could have moved on with your night when they were up 35 with 5 minutes left. Yeah. But there's just something about that final whistle, and just you open up your DraftKings Sportsbook app and you just refresh and you refresh and you refresh, and then it turns green, and it's just, it's so good.
Typically, I'm like that. I got a text from a friend congratulating me on the parlay win and thanking me. I was mad. Games weren't over.
Oh,
felt
disgusting.
Like bad text etiquette. Then I started to do the math and was like, yeah, there's 8 minutes left, and they'd need to score 3 touchdowns to even me start sweating it out. That was actually appropriate timing. So.
No, don't be that guy. If you ever text me congratulating me on a pick before the game is over,
right. You better have picked the other pick and be trolling.
Yeah, exactly. I will remove you. I'll block your number.
Right. Totally. Yeah. There are some real offenders of this policy in our company.
Oh, it's
disgusting. Yeah. Often I'm refraining from texting terrible text etiquette to someone.
The most I will allow is 1 emoji. You can send 1 emoji.
He did this yesterday with me. Eyeballs emoji. Perfect.
Just eyeballs.
The response? Emoji. It was. That's the only.
That exchange helped.
Exactly.
That helped the picks.
Mm-hmm. Precisely.
1 emoji is allowed. No words, just emojis.
Right.
Understand?
We gave the proper respect to those picks going on still.
Yeah.
And that was it.
because it's like hieroglyphics. They could be interpreted in a million different ways. You can't jinx with an emoji.
Oh, oh. God, I love you so much. You've thought this through so well.
All right.
Okay. Next pick, and I love this one. Buccaneers at Panthers. You know I love the Panthers. I hate the Buccaneers, and the money loves the Panthers as well. Plus 5.5.
This goes in the. I think maybe not, but it's flirting with going in the smart man's parlay, in the sense of like, man, I kind of like that Panthers money line, but I'll just take the 5.5.
Yes, exactly. YPP says Panthers should be outright favorites by 6 points. Massive differential. And even EW says at most Tampa by 2.
Wow.
Yeah. We have 2 more to close this out. San Francisco at the Saints. Money 90% on the Saints. And that's Saints -9. And this one's a stay away from me.
Not double digits.
I know, not double digits. The Niners are genuinely horrible. The Saints just blew out the aforementioned Buccaneers. Classic letdown game.
Got to be honest, don't like a team called the Niners getting 9 points. Feels like some bad juju there for me.
I could see it, I suppose. Yeah, and even the numbers tell me this is too high, except for if we use Vegas's win totals against them. Vegas's win totals say actually the Saints should be favored by 11.
I mean, I don't know. If you want to stay away from this one, I endorse it. 49ers, the cover Niners, like it just doesn't feel good to me.
They're playing free. They come into this game where no one believes in them. They play well.
Just got blown out too.
Yep.
Which is the same logic that you apply to the Packers.
Exactly.
Can be applied to the 49ers.
Exactly. This game, I hate it so much that I like it. It is the Bears +3. +3. I like Minnesota. Minnesota's hot, but the numbers, they say Minnesota at most by 1.5, if not Chicago by 3. Vegas's own win total say Chicago should be a 5-point favorite on this. And
I mean, I like the Bears.
Loves the Bears.
Did you see that?
Or the money loves
I
the
sent
Bears.
you that video of Kirk Cousins today.
Yeah.
Listen, if you are in the Vikings front office and you see that video, you need to
tell the
need to
people
take
what
action.
the video is.
It's
It's not like a leaked sex tape. It's
worse.
Yes, it is worse.
You know what? I want my quarterback in leaked sex tapes.
Yeah, sure.
I don't want my quarterback in show choir. Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
But I need a killer.
Right.
We already knew this about Kirk Cousins. He's not that.
He's not a killer. He's not good in primetime games. He's not a killer. And he's going against Nick Foles.
Yes.
A primetime killer.
About the Masters now, you want to let them know you'll be talking about that in a little?
Yes.
More marijuana.
You guys are just really going.
Wow.
killing me.
Wow.
Sorry.
That's the NFL
We're talking about sex tapes and show choir. What do you want from us?
It's the NFL slate. We got to dig in well, yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, anything. Why don't we move quickly? Allie's getting antsy.
That was the last
All right.
game.
All right.
That
So
was the last game.
The people to know.
Well,
the
it
rundown.
legitimately is the people, Ryan. It's we now have a greater audience than our friendly banter can account for.
That's
You
true.
know, that,
Once you go national,
right? Time to make those deposits and have your jokes in private, folks. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
Okay. Anyways, the Masters. To give you a full betting preview on the Masters, I very much recommend you go listen to the most recent episode of Big Drive Energy.
Yep.
You can get that anywhere you listen to podcasts. Me and the Golf Bros dove into the Masters, talked all about it, gave away our favorites, some top 10s, some top 5s, and even a plus 150,000 dog from yours truly that my guy Mitchell Smith absolutely lost his mind that I did that. There's also a guy named Jazz Janetowanton. I don't know how to say it, but we're calling him Jazzy J. Plus 75,000. Won the
Okay.
Indonesian Masters. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Any odds boost on the Masters you like?
Let's go. Let's look at the odds boosts over at DraftKings Sportsbook. By the way, a shout out to DraftKings Sportsbook, where this weekend only you are covered up to $100.
Wow.
Covered up to $100 for your bets on Sunday. We always talk about betting with house money. You are quite literally betting with house money this weekend if you sign up at DraftKings Sportsbook and use the code DNVR. So sign up, use the code DNVR, download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook, get in on all these odd boosts, get in on the Mac Parlay boost, which we already cashed in on, of course.
Yeah, if you didn't do that yesterday, sorry, but you still can. You still can. It's a Wednesday night. If you're not watching Mac football, you're not living.
It's obviously.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a DNVR Bets Daily sponsored Mac Parlay, but you can create your own.
That's right. Yep. We allow it.
We do. So for a limited time, DraftKings Sportsbook, get this $100 coverage. Must be 21 or older, Colorado. Only risk-free coverage paid out in site credits. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Okay, so Masters odds boosts. Oh, got them right in front of us here.
My classic
Oh no, those aren't the odds
is the fairway.
It's okay, we got it.
Where do I go?
You go to odds boosts.
Odds. Yeah, there you go. Far left, you'll see NFL. Yep.
There it
she
is.
Beautiful.
Okay. Dustin Johnson, John Rahm, Brooks Koepka, Colin Morikawa, and Xander Schauffele all to make the cut.
I feel like I should be getting better than plus 225.
Yeah, this is a 5-way parlay.
Right. I've made many 5-way parlays in my day. If I see plus 220, I'm throwing the phone across.
Obviously, they're all heavy favorites to make the cut, but
it's the Masters.
no such thing as a safe parlay.
No, and this is a loaded field, right?
Yeah, I don't like that one.
It's tough to make the cut.
Dustin Johnson, Rory McIlroy, and Patrick Cantlay all to hit the fairway on hole number 1.
I'm legitimately addicted to those. The problem is they suck because the TV never shows you all three.
I know.
So then I'm like going through the scorecard and trying to figure out who hit the, like I need to wait till the night for it to hit my account. I kind of hate it.
The PGA Tour app has a good little thing where you can see where each guy hit it.
Oh, that's nice. And then even
plus
there,
400.
I've had some borderlines where it's like, not quite fairway.
Number 1 isn't the most difficult driving hole, but I don't trust. I don't trust it. Dustin Johnson's gonna mess this up.
You can get Thick Bryson to win the Masters boosted at plus 845.
Okay, see this I like. So this
actually
gets
good.
me into my Masters picks. And then there's also there's more. Tiger Woods to finish top 10 plus 385.
That one's the juiciest for me.
That's nice.
I know nothing, but
Dustin Johnson to win the Masters plus 955. So my number 1 Masters betting tip this weekend is just sprinkle Bryson. Why? Because rooting for Bryson is more fun than rooting against him.
so true.
Because he's really easy to root against.
Yeah.
But he also is really good.
Yep.
So you want a little sprinkle for your own protection here.
Yes.
Because as I've said, there's a lot of worry in the golf world that he's going to tear this course apart.
Is there?
Yes.
Oh.
And I hope it doesn't happen, but at least if it does happen, I want to profit.
This course could allow for that? I guess I'll have to tune
There's
into
just
Big
never
Drive
been
Energy.
there's just never been a guy who hits the ball like
Yeah, no, I know.
you just don't. Anytime he goes to a new course, everyone's like, "Oh God, what's he gonna do to this one?"
Right.
So I mean, he went through it in an interview the other day. He doesn't expect to hit anything longer than a 7-iron all week.
Wow.
So if he's driving the ball straight, and he never has to hit anything longer than a 7-iron, we're talking 7-irons into par 5s.
Right.
It's alarming.
We know he's an as the crow flies golfer.
Yes, which is
He cuts golf courses in half.
yeah. So
I really like. You're really talking me into that.
I mean, I just want it. I want it as protection in case he
no.
just goes off and runs
Same.
away with it. You're still you're still invested.
Right.
Um.
And of course, your brand is Colin Morikawa. So
Yeah. Obviously, Colin Morikawa is in the slip.
No.
We talked about this on Big Drive Energy at length, but usually you want guys who work the ball right to left.
Mm-hmm.
Colin works it left to right naturally, but he is good enough to shape his shots the way he wants to. There's multiple holes on this where you have to hit your drive right to left and your approach left to right. Like, you got to really be able to work the ball at this course.
You're looking at big hitters tonight.
Big hitters, but also,
I mean, not tonight.
I want to know who's gaining strokes from the fairway to the green.
Okay.
Approach,
Yeah.
you know, and that's a big thing in golf
Right.
regardless.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
Colin Morikawa, good on approaches. The other sprinkle I have here is Justin Thomas,
JT.
and the other one I have is Tony Finau.
Big Tone.
Tony Finau
Big
played
hitter.
well. He's played well here before.
Yep.
And last time, or at least one of the times, he got cursed by the par 3 challenge. No par 3 challenge this year, so we don't have to worry about anyone getting cursed. No one has ever won the par 3 challenge and the Masters. So everyone is safe except for Spencer on the show, and I'm already giving away too much. But there's plenty more of content on BDE.
Beautiful.
John Rahm has 2 hole-in-ones this week at Augusta. So he's thinking he might bear the torch for the par 3. You know, like there's no par 3 champion. He's kind of the de facto par 3 champion.
Right. He's the one who blew his good shots on the practice round.
Yep. So there you go.
Interesting. That's going to be fun to watch.
And if you want to get my plus 150,000 dog,
Gotta tune in.
you got to tune into the show.
Gotta tune in. Yeah, definitely do that. I'm probably going to do that on the drive home tonight, Ryan. We've kept the people waiting long enough.
The Mac.
Chippewas?
I've got one for you,
Are they the Chippewas?
and they are the Chippewas. As they say in, oh God, what city are they in? I know this.
Oh.
As they say in a city in Michigan, fire up chips. That's what they say there. Fire up chips in. Do we have it yet?
No.
Okay.
Even Google's confused by Central
They say
Michigan.
it in Central Michigan. Gosh dang it! I wish I had that off the top of my head. Got it yet? You're looking at like Central Michigan as an area, not as a university. Fire up chips. Wow, the line has moved a little bit, Andre. Oh no, sorry, that's Eastern Michigan. Central Michigan back to 6.5. We like the 6.5 for the chips over Northern Illinois. That is the MAC pick of the evening.
Oh my! Why did you send me down this?
You still haven't been able to
Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant.
Mount Pleasant. There's a really great.
That sounds amazing. Mount Pleasant.
Yeah, I've heard it's not as pleasant as the name sounds.
I believe it.
But you know that's what you get in Central Michigan.
Now, there used to be more money on Western Michigan here, and I told you my eyes tell me Toledo. That's now evened out, so I'm in on Toledo plus 1.5, and then Eastern Michigan, Ball State. That's dealer's choice as far as the parlay, but I got you there with the first two legs.
You're gonna risk our perfect.
No. I'm not risking anything. We are giving out MAC picks for latecomers to our new national audience.
Yes, but what I'm
Use your
saying
parlay.
is the only one I truly believe in tonight is the chips.
Yeah, no, agreed.
All right.
I'm with you. My eyes also say Toledo, not an official pick. And then you would do the rest for Eastern Michigan, Ball State. If you must have my advice, I think that's a close one. I like the plus 8.5. Again, just speculating here.
Ball State.
Yeah.
Is that Ball So Hard University?
I don't believe it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's ASU. Anyways, that is the pick for tonight. Central Michigan Chippewas
Get it
taking on the Northern Illinois Huskies.
in. We've got Thursday night football tomorrow. College Thursday night football. It's going to be grandiose.
Yes. Apparently, Colorado State just only plays on Thursdays now.
They own Thursday nights now.
Is the Mountain West trying to MAC Thursday nights?
They should.
But they're going up against Thursday night football. Why didn't they just
They're
go to
not
Tuesdays?
as bright as the MAC, I'm afraid, yeah.
Fair enough.
They have one more Thursday night game, and then they're back to Saturdays.
There you go.
4 straight to start the season.
Beautiful. I love
I
it.
respect it.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for us on DNVR Bets Daily. Fire up chips.